If I can sell you a rainbow, I can sell you anything. That's why the chakra industry loves color wheels, crystal kits, and guru emojis. They're pretty, profitable, and useless when your life is on fire. Tonight, I'm committing heresy. I'm going to debunk the chakras you were sold and rebuild a map you can actually use under pressure, not because I'm anti-mystic, but because mystique has been used to launder confusion into cash. Here's the scandal. The chakra model was never meant to be a Pinterest palette. In the wild, lineages disagreed, 5 centers, 6, 7 more, because the goal wasn't to pass a trivia test. The goal was function, stabilizing attention, channeling drive, aligning action, opening attachment, speaking truth, seeing pattern, releasing control, a power grid, not a poster. So let's strip it, keep the sequence, ditch the superstition, think of each chakra as a psychophysical checkpoint with a job to do. You don't balance them by humming the right hex code. You condition them with posture, breath, and behavior until your nervous system can carry more voltage without frying. You don't activate higher centers by daydreaming. You earn them by securing the floor below. No root stability. Every vision collapses. No heart honesty. Every throat sermon is theater. No solar decision. Every third eye insight becomes a mood board. Here's my promise. For each center I'll give you 1. The lie you were told. 2. The signal it governs in real life. 3. The blockers that jam it. And 4. A protocol, posture plus breath plus one behavior that you can run today. This isn't for people who want glow. It's for people who want agency. And yes, we will be ruthless about sequence. Most seekers try to fix the attic while the basement is flooded. They chant at the crown while the root is terrified, then wonder why manifesting feels like wishing. Not your fault. Bad map. A warning to the crystal clergy. Do not write me a comment about frequencies unless you can also write me a plan that survives a Monday morning inbox and a midnight panic. This is not cosplay Buddhism. This is hardware Dharma. If it can't hold under stress, it doesn't belong here. If it can't translate into one visible deed within 10 minutes, it's decoration. The map we build will be ugly beautiful, less sparkle, more steel. You'll lose the comfort of magical thinking and gain the relief of mechanics. You'll stop asking the universe to change her mind and start training a body that can keep its word. And yes, I will step on your favorite stories. I will drag blockage out of fairyland and into tissue, breath, boundary, calendar. If that sounds violent, good. Surgery is cleaner than superstition. I'm silent flame. By the end, you won't believe in chakras. You'll use them or throw the whole thing out as a failed tool. Either outcome is better than staying cute and stuck. Burn the poster. Keep the grid. We start at the ground where all honest maps begin. Myth 1. 7 or bust. Reality check. Different traditions ran different counts because they prioritized workflows, not wallpaper. The rigid 7 stack is a modern marketing miracle. Clean, sellable, simplistic. What matters isn't the number. It's the order of dependency. Safety before desire, desire before decision, decision before intimacy, intimacy before speech, speech before vision, vision before surrender. Misorder that chain and you produce spiritual cosplay, loud, pretty, ineffective. Myth 2, energy first, behavior later. That's how you preserve magical explanations for ordinary cowardice. My throat chakra is blocked is sometimes code for I'm afraid of conflict and haven't practiced one honest sentence. Energy follows form. When you change posture, breath, and behavior, the energy story reorganizes on its own. You don't need to believe this. You need to test it. Myth 3. More intensity equals more progress. Wrong layer. Most stuckness is a sequence problem, not a voltage problem. Pumping more breath work into an unstable root amplifies panic. Pouring psychedelic visions onto a collapsed solar plexus breeds delusion with better graphics. Voltage without scaffolding burns the house. Myth 4. Blocks are mystical curses. Often they're training scars, chronic bracing in the lower body, root, shame scripts tethered to intimacy, sacral, habit of deferring, solar, compulsive caretaking, heart, learned silence, throat, tunnel vision, third eye, control addiction, crown. These are not demons to banish, they're grooves to recondition. So here's the functional model we'll use. Root, ground, signal equals safety, question equals am I supported now, sacral, drive, signal, desire, relationality, question, can I want without shame, solar, direction, signal equals decision agency, question equals can I choose under friction, heart, bond, signal equals intimacy/boundaries, question equals can I care without collapsing, throat, truth, signal equals speech or pledge, question equals can I say one real sentence, third eye, pattern, signal equals sense-making/vision, question equals can I see affordances, not fantasies, crown, release, signal, surrender, meaning, question, can I let go after I act? For each we run PBB, posture, breath, behavior, because the nervous system listens to what you do, not what you chant. We will layer safety signals first, pressure through feet, seat, longer exhales, then orientation, naming objects, timelines, then commitment, one deed, no incense required. If that sounds unromantic, you've confused spectacle with depth. Depth is repeatable. Finally, rules, no skipping floors to chase highs, no diagnosing others, weaponized chakra talk is spiritual gossip, and no integration without an output by sunset. If the model doesn't produce a different email, boundary, or plan today, it's failed. Welcome to the rebuild. Lie you were told, grounding is a vibe. Truth, grounding is physics, weight, contact, orientation. The root center isn't about being earthy on Instagram, it's your body's ability to register safe enough to proceed. Without that, higher functions are theater. Signals the root governs, resting tone in legs, pelvis, ability to arrive in a room, tolerance for stillness, capacity to sleep, default budget for risk. Root down equals present choices. Root up equals life becomes a hallway of alarms. Blockers, chronic bracing, glutes, clenched jaw, duet, caffeine as courage, doom feeds as morning prayer, housing, financial precarity, real, not mindset. Trauma imprints that tag, neutral spaces as threat. PBB protocol, 6 minutes, run twice daily. Posture, stand barefoot or sit edge of chair, feet wider than hips, knees soft. Imagine 2 heavy lines from hip sockets to heels, slight tuck of chin to lengthen back of neck, hands on thighs, skin to skin if possible. Breath, 4 count inhale through nose, 6 to 8 count exhale through nose or pursed lips. Exhale longer than inhale equals parasympathetic bias. Do 10 cycles. On exhale, feel weight increase into feet, seat. Behavior, orient. Name 5 objects in the room, 3 sounds, 1 smell, temperature. Then choose 1 micro task under 3 minutes. Trash out, dishwash, email line. Do it slowly while maintaining longer exhale. You are teaching your body. Movement happens after arrival, not instead of it. Stop conditions, swallow unclenches, eyes widen, peripheral vision returns. If none happen, repeat later. Don't force. Root training is frequency, not heroics. Root truths. You cannot crowd surf safety from strangers on the internet. You cultivate it by rehearsing weight and predictability. You cannot breathe your way out of poverty, but you can stop compounding scarcity with stimulants and panic rituals. If your life circumstances are dangerous, root work is triage. Stabilize the smallest square meter of reality you control, then widen. Ground is not calm, it's contact. Output by sunset, one stabilization act, budget check-in, 10-minute walk, a call to the person who steadies you, fixing the wobbly chair. Don't confuse philosophy with floorboards. Build both. Lie you were told, sacral is sexy water aesthetics. Truth, it's your system for wanting and relating, how you metabolize pleasure, novelty, and closeness without drowning. If root says I'm safe, sacral says I want. Food, sex, play, art, friendship, rest. Shame corrodes this center till you mistake numbness for maturity. Signals sacral governs, spontaneity, appetite, play, flirtation, creative rhythm, tolerance for rejection without identity collapse. Sacral online equals curiosity, offline equals compulsion or frigidity. Blockers, inherited purity scripts, porn compulsion paired with real-life avoidance, hustle that erases play, social isolation rebranded as spirituality, chronic people-pleasing, fused boundaries masquerading as kindness. PBB protocol, 7 minutes, posture, seated or standing, widen stance slightly, pelvis ungrip, imagine sitting bones heavy, tail unfurls, shoulders relaxed. Breath, wave breath, inhale 4 counts, low belly expands, exhale 4 counts, low belly deflates. Keep chest quiet, add a soft sway left-right with the breath. Behavior. Run the consent loop with yourself and one low-stakes activity. Choose a pleasant stimulus, music, fruit, warm water. Ask internally, do I want this now? If yes, engage slowly, tracking sensation. If no, pick another. Then practice one clean no with a friend, colleague today. Tiny, decline a call, reschedule politely. Desire without no is addiction. Intimacy without no is collapse. Stop conditions. You detect gradations of pleasure, not just on-off, and you can voice a boundary without guilt sweat. If you can't, reduce the social stakes. Practice with text. Sacral truths. Pleasure is not a treat for finishing life. It's information midstream. Shame is not a conscience. It's a break that sticks. Your art and sex life borrow the same circuit as curiosity at work. If this is frozen, your innovation is too. Output by sunset. One play appointment, 20 minutes calendar, and one boundary delivered kindly. Keep receipts. This isn't tantra theatre. It's nervous system renovation. Lie you were told, solar power is confidence affirmations. Truth, it's choice under load. Agency is not a feeling. It's a sequence, frame, pick, ship, performed while your body votes for delay. Signals, solar governs, bias to action, tolerance for imperfect outcomes, ability to initiate conversations, recover from no, and keep promises to yourself. Blockers, perfectionism, spiritualized as alignment, chronic deferral, need more signs, over-consulting, people-pleasing dressed as humility, decision fatigue from infinite options. PBB protocol, 8 minutes, the one-cut drill, posture, stand tall, feet grounded, root, pelvis neutral, sacral, sternum soft, no puffing, back of neck long. This is anti-peacocking confidence. Breath, box light, 4 in, 2 hold, 4 out, 2 hold for 8 cycles. This steadies without fogging. Behavior. Write your stuck decision in one line. List 3 viable options. For each, define a 2-minute probe you can do now. DM 2 users, send 1 email, build 1 stub. Pick the move with cheapest regret plus highest signal. Do it before the timer ends. Schedule the follow-up now. Stop conditions. You shipped a probe. Your chest heat shifted from dread to direction. If you're still spiraling, shrink the probe until it is genuinely tiny. Solar work hates grandiosity. It loves contact. Solar truths. Courage is what choices feel like from the inside. It never arrives first. It follows execution. You cannot think your way to agency. You can only act your way to it and let the feeling catch up. Output by sunset. 2 shipped microprobes and 1 no to a distraction dressed as opportunity. Solar without no is just glow. Lie you were told. Open heart equals universal yes. Truth. A working heart is selective and boundaried. It can feel deeply without fusing, can offer help without self-erasure, can grieve without becoming a professional mourner. Signals heart governs. Attachment style in motion, repair after conflict, generosity that doesn't breed resentment, ability to receive care without debt tracking. Blockers, childhood fusing, parentified child, rescuer identity, apology allergy, grudge hobbies, nice as armor, online empathy addiction, doom as virtue, PBB protocol, 7 minutes, posture, seated, spine long, sternum soft, scapulae slide down, 1 hand on mid-sternum, 1 on back at the same level, support from both sides. Breath, 5 in 7 out, whisper thin. On exhale, imagine a back heart that supports front heart. Behavior. Choose 1 person today for 1 precise offer. I can bring soup at 7, not let me know. Choose 1 person for 1 precise ask. Can you review this paragraph by 4? Then write 1 repair sentence you owe. No justification. I did X. That landed as Y. I'm sorry. Next time I'll Z. Send it. Stop conditions. Warmth without collapse. A clear yes, no, and a repair sent, not drafted. Heart truths. Love without boundaries is appetite. Boundaries without love are walls. The heart center's miracle isn't sentiment. It's stability in contact. If your compassion requires other people's silence, it isn't compassion. It's control. Output by sunset. 1 ask, 1 offer, 1 repair. Screenshots optional. Your body will know. Lie you were told. Throat. Speak your truth. Overshare your feelings. Truth. Throat is the channel for commitment. Truth that changes calendars. Lie you were told. Third eye. Vision is fantasy. Truth. Vision is pattern recognition, affordances, constraints, timing, distilled into a plan. Throat signals, clear requests, clean refusals, promises you sign with time. Blockers, tone policing yourself, perfection edits, trauma of being punished for speaking. Throat PBB, 6 minutes. Posture, sit, stand, chin slightly tucked, tongue relaxed from roof, shoulders down. Breath, 4 in, 6 out, hum softly on exhale for vibration. No mystique, just vagus nerve. Behavior. Write 1 sentence you need to say that creates movement. Strip apologies. Deliver it. Voice, text, in person. Then add a when. If terror spikes, send the half-step version now. Third eye signals. Ability to hold 2 truths. Spot weak signals. Map 5 next steps instead of 10-year fantasies. Blockers, doom projection, confirmation hunting, aestheticizing goals. Third eye PBB, 8 minutes, pattern cycle. Posture, eyes soft, widen peripheral vision, see the room edges. Breath, normal, keep gaze wide to prevent tunnel thinking. Behavior, ground map, 3 facts. Sky map, 1 trend. Affordance, 1 easy move now. Friction, 1 likely blocker plus contingency. Probe, ship 1 low-cost test. Document in 5 bullet lines. Stop conditions, a sentence sent and a probe shipped. Vision without throat is poetry. Throat without vision is noise. Together they produce trajectory. Lie you were told, crown is escape, float above pain, bypass the body, call it enlightenment. Truth, crown is release after responsibility. You don't surrender instead of acting, you surrender after you act, to prevent control addiction and outcome fetish. Crown signals, the ability to stop tinkering, sleep after shipping, accept feedback without identity collapse, grieve without story loops, experience awe without abandoning duty. Blockers, spiritual perfectionism, magical bargaining, signs, addiction, nihilism, rebound when plans fail. PBB protocol, 6 minutes, after action let go, posture, lie down or sit supported, hands open, palms up, breath, 4 in, 8 out, sigh soft, count 10 breaths backwards. Behavior, name what you influence today, facts, what you cannot, facts. Say out loud, I release the parts I don't control. Then perform one small beauty, candle, music, sky, not to escape, to mark the handoff from will to world. Integration ritual, daily, 10 minutes. Root check, feet, seat, +1 house act. Sacral check, 1 yes to harmless pleasure, +1 no to a drain. Solar cut, 1 probe shipped. Heart bond, 1 ask or offer. Throat line, 1 sentence that moves a thing. Third eye map, 5-line pattern cycle. Crown release, breath plus beauty plus stop. You don't have to believe in chakras, believe in sequence, believe in behavior, believe in a body that learns faster from doing than from doctrine. Debunk the poster, rebuild the grid. If this map changes nothing by tonight, throw it away. If it changes 1 email, 1 boundary, 1 plan, and it holds tomorrow under weather, keep it. Depth has never needed incense. It has always needed practice. I'm silent flame. If your rainbow can't carry weight, melt it down and forge a blade. Then cut one thing cleanly.